The sun rose lazily over the quiet town of Kpanche in Bassa local government area, casting its golden light over the clay-roofed houses and the red earth paths that snaked through the community. Dane sat on the wooden stool outside her father's house, her heart pounding in her chest. She had just confirmed her worst fear. She was pregnant. At 19, with dreams of starting her own business and helping her struggling family, this was the last thing she needed. "Gata, we can't keep this baby," Dane said in a hushed voice over the phone. Her boyfriend's silence on the other end of the line made her stomach churn. "I know," he finally muttered. "I will find someone who can help us get rid of it. Don't worry." But worry was all Dane could do. She clenched her phone tightly, her mind racing. How would her father, a strict and traditional man, react to this news? And her mother, who had always warned her about the consequences of getting involved with boys. The weight of her fear felt like it would crush her. Weeks passed, and despite their efforts, the pregnancy remained. Every failed attempt to terminate it only deepened her anxiety. Then came the day Gata's mother, Penny, found out. Dana had been dreading this moment, but Penny surprised her. "You are young and foolish," Penny said, her voice stern but not unkind. "But this child is innocent. When you give birth, I will take care of it. You don't have to worry about anything." Relief washed over Dane, but it was short-lived. Gata's promises of support grew hollow as the months passed. He became distant, making excuses not to see her. By the time she was 7 months pregnant, rumors swirled through Kpanche that Gata had impregnated another girl. The news shattered Dane. "How could you do this to me?" she demanded when she confronted him one evening near the town's marketplace. Gata shrugged his eyes, avoiding hers. "I didn't plan for this to happen. Besides, we were never married." His words cut deeper than any knife. Dane returned home that night, her heart heavy with betrayal. Her father, unaware of the full extent of her troubles, had grown weaker in recent weeks. When he passed away suddenly one night, her world crumbled. The funeral in Kpanche was a somber affair. Friends and relatives gathered to mourn the loss of a man who had been a pillar of the community. For Dane, it was a double loss. Her father was gone, and now she had no one to lean on. It was during the funeral that she saw her chance. Gata's mother, Penny, had brought the baby, now 3 months old, to pay her respects. As the older woman mingled with other mourners, Dana slipped into the room where the baby lay, sleeping in the makeshift cradle. Her heart pounded as she picked up the tiny bundle, wrapping the baby securely in a shawl. "I am sorry, but she's mine," Dana whispered, tears streaming down her face. With her sister Zuma's help, she slipped away unnoticed, boarding a bus in Oguma, bound for Lokoja. The journey was long and grueling, with the cries of her daughter Kpanche drawing curious stares from other passengers. But Dane held her close, whispering promises of a better future. By the time they arrived Lokoja and found another bus to Ilorin, Dane felt a flicker of hope amidst her exhaustion. In Ilorin, Zuma welcomed her with open arms. "You have been through so much," Zuma said, holding her younger sister tightly, "but you are not alone anymore." As Dane looked into Kpanche's innocent eyes that night, she made a silent vow. No matter what it took, she would give her daughter the life she deserved.